In this video, I'm going to be unboxing and demonstrating the Harbor Freight or Central Pneumatic paint shaker. This is item 94605. So I'm going to go ahead and start unboxing everything in here. So you get the paint shaker itself, and then the assembly and operating manual here. So I got a couple of bolts here for mounting the base, and then I got a valve here for the air compressor. It actually goes connected onto this, or you hook up your air compressor. That seems like that's everything that comes with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start assembling all this stuff together. And then I'll go ahead and hook up my air hose and start mixing some paint here. Alright, so I got a can here of urethane 2K clear coat that I have already custom mixed. Really what it is just a blue pigment with gold flakes inside, and well, blue and gold makes it green. So I have a previous video of me shooting some of this stuff, but this stuff, it's been sitting for maybe about a year. So in order to get all those flakes mixed up, I'm gonna put it on the paint shaker here, and hopefully that does the job. But that's the way it looks like now. You can actually see all the flakes at the bottom. They're just sitting there. Alright, so I got my paint, or can of paint, mounted up onto this paint shaker. And I've already assembled everything, oiled everything. And I'm going to go ahead and flip the valve here. And hopefully this does the job. Alright, so I finally mixed up my paint here, and the total shake time on the machine was probably about 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most. But it seems like it did a real good job. I'm sticking a knife in here, and our little mixer here, and I don't feel any flakes at the bottom, so it seemed like it did a really good job. If I would have left this any longer, it would have just probably frothed up all that clear coat. But looks good. So far so good. The paint shaker does what it's supposed to do. The only thing is I don't have it mounted on a really good base, so I kind of just have it with clamps and vice grips here on my little table that gets shaken to hell. But this is pretty much just for demonstration purposes anyways, until I find a proper stand for this thing. Alright, so I have a can of primer sealer that I'm going to mix up. This is a Nason 2K primer sealer, and as you can see right there at the tip of this knife here, it looks like a real black chunk of plastic. But anyways, it's all concentrated black urethane, and this stuff takes forever to mix, just because it's been sitting for so long. So what I'm going to be doing is putting it on the paint mixer now, and I'm hoping that it'll mix it up really quick, but more than likely it'll probably take like maybe 20 minutes or more just to mix this thing up on the mixer. But I'll go ahead and leave it on for like 5 minutes, and then I'll try it, and then I guess I'll check it every 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, so I mixed up my 2K primer sealer here, and there's no chunks whatsoever in this thing. None at all. I can't feel anything at the bottom. I mean, the knife goes in and it hits the bottom, and there's, even just looking at this, it just doesn't show any chunks or anything like that in there. So it took a total of about 3 minutes, maybe 4 at the most. I know I was going to check it at like 5 minutes, but I just wanted to see really quick if it was even working. And sure enough, it makes that really good. And this stuff is a pain in the butt. I mean, to mix this by hand, forget it, it just takes forever. So it works with these plastic containers that I got here with paint, and it did a really good job with that one. So I held in place there. I'm kind of loosened up a little bit, but I mean, I just shook it really slow. Nothing too excessive, and it mixed up this paint really good here. And the way I could tell that it mixed it up really good is by looking at the bottom here in some light. Now if it didn't mix up too good, all the flakes would be stuck up here. So I don't see anything that's actually stuck on there. So I mean, this paint shaker does a really good job. And it doesn't matter what I throw at it, I mean, it's gonna shake it really good. And I like that the jaws on this thing open up really wide, and as you're opening it, both of the jaws actually open up. I'm sure I could get it in there better, but I'm just gonna go ahead for the hell of it and just try it like this. Well, it works pretty good. This thing works amazing. If it can hold on to this, I mean, I'm sure it could probably hold on to something that's like 2 gallons or 2.5 gallons. I don't know. I don't know if they actually even get bigger than this. I've never seen anything or cans bigger than this besides a bucket. But here goes this 1 gallon rubberized coating. Well, does a good job with that can on there. I will say that not everything was included in the box. Like, if you're gonna hook this up to a quick disconnect, it did not come with no quick disconnects like how it shows it on the box. I think on the box it shows a quick disconnect fitting on the paint shaker itself, but all it came with was the valve and just the oiler. It's kind of like an automatic oiler. That's what it is. That's all it is. I mean, that's all that came with it, and it's all assembled in the box, so there's no need to tighten anything up. Before I end the video here, I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like on the bottom of this thing. So I'm just gonna unclamp it here really quick and tip it over so you guys can check out the guts, I guess, or the insides. So this is what it looks like I mean, other than oiling this thing and keeping it oiled and greased, it should last a very long time. You do have to oil this and grease it every time you use it, though. There's a hole, an access hole on the top of this arm here, on the other side or on the top, and that thing, you put grease through there, or you can actually just tip it over and put grease in here. But that would kind of be hard to do, especially if you have this thing mounted. It does have kind of like a sucky airline right here. Hopefully that lasts, but if it doesn't, well, I guess it can be replaced with like a copper line or something, with some compression fittings or something. Anyways, if you want more information on this tool, go ahead and check out the Harbor Freight website. That's my video on it though. And as always, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.